Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
To the air on second down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Ford. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He gets a block. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk a little about Arizona. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Cradles it at the 35. coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So West Virginia's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing we love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Cook. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air. It's Van Buren. A strike downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on the line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Arizona runs out the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Van Buren. Throws to the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Kent. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Trying to set up the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles...
Oh, he's got some space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23. Fine.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Arizona! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes him talk to the hand.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Grab near the marker. It's Cook. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Mountaineers are flying down the field. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Finds a spot in the middle. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
1st down, West Virginia.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Working on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Richardson. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Mountaineers aren't threatening on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
49, Arizona, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 5-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
The pass on first down. Complete.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short.
Brings up second down.
Got it behind the line. It's Richardson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll run the sneak for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Arizona going back to work with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going for 6. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Dickey. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got the quick pass. Turning it on. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd.
First down, West Virginia.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Shelton. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
First down, West Virginia.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Finds us back in the middle. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Bring in the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's 4. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Trying play action. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Pressure coming. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in.
There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The running back has it. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field it close to the 50. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coach is.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's more. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Right back to the well. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on fourth down. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Good timing on the quick out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Takes the easy throw in the flat. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. It's caught. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. Past the first down marker and still run it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Arizona, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight.